Not even 2 years ago in 2023, we saw premiums on 90% silver. We're talking dimes, quarters, and half dollars at basically record highs. I mean, seriously. In fact, I want to quickly show you a clip from a video that I released in May of 2023 talking exactly about what 90% silver was selling for then. So let's watch this clip, and I want you to listen to my own words here. And we take 7 and we multiply that by 28. That means that we paid $196 to get our $7 in face value. Now, the reason I said that is because $7 in face value is 5 ounces of silver. If you take 7 times 0.715, you get 5.005. So basically 5 ounces. So we paid $196 for 5 ounces of silver back in 2023. Now, what was spot price? What was the premiums looking like? Well, I showed that as well. But that doesn't tell the entire story because we only have 5 ounces. So if we divide that by 5, we actually paid $39.20 per ounce. Subtract 25 and you can see we paid a premium of $14.20 per ounce for silver. $14.20 an ounce over spot for 90% silver. Again, this was less than 2 years ago. Silver was around $25 an ounce. $39.20 per ounce is what 90% silver was going for. Now, fast forward to the end of 2024, which is where we are today. As I'm recording this, it is December 27th of 2024, and the premiums on 90% silver have dropped. The demand in 90% silver has dropped so far that you have wholesalers selling it for no premium at all. But it actually gets even lower than that, because I was just on the phone with a coin shop who is having a sale on 90% silver. He is selling it $1 back. In other words, $1 under melt price. Let's get him on the phone and talk to him about it and find out exactly why he is selling it so cheap today and what has happened since 2023. But before we do me a favor, don't forget to go down below and make sure you're subscribed and hit the like button as well. I definitely appreciate your support and helping us get to 200,000 subscribers. There's only a couple of days left for you to get your chance to win a full monster box of 1 ounce silver Tree of Life coins. SD Bullion, my channel sponsor, is giving away this full monster box, and the last day to get your entry in is December 31st of 2024. So make sure you get over there and get your entry in today, and thank you to SD Bullion for sponsoring my channel. All right, guys, so we are on the phone with Keith from Coin Crew. He is a coin shop owner in Muskegon, Michigan. Now, the reason I have Keith on is, Keith, today you are actually running a sale on 90%, and you are selling it less than what it melts for. In other words, back of spot. Is that right?
That is correct.
So let me ask you this. You know, in May of 2023, I actually just showed this clip to my viewers. The premium on 90% was sky high. In fact, I showed an example of that video of it being $14 an ounce over spot. I'm talking about, like, if you were to melt it down to take, you know, the spot price per ounce, it was $14 over spot. Now today, not even 2 years later, we have wholesalers selling it for no premium at all, and we have a coin shop like yourself even having it on sale and selling it less than melt price. What has changed in that time between May of 2023 and today?
Part of it's demand. I mean, you got a lot of people bringing it in and not as much going back out the door.
So why is the demand so low on it? Have people changed their opinion on 90% silver? Or are they stacking something else? Or is it just silver in general?
I think they may have changed their opinion on 90% slightly. I think they're going more to pure, but people are just looking to cut costs. I mean, it's expensive to live anymore.
It absolutely is. So it seems like silver demand is down overall, but why is it affecting 90% more than the other metals? Because if you look at rounds at over to $1.50 to $2 today, that is a significant drop, but nowhere near as much as $14 an ounce over spot, you know, 2 years ago for 90% versus basically melt or less today. Why 90%?
Well, I have mentioned earlier that, you know, it's expensive to live right now. So when we go to sell items, we try to pick and choose what we can put on sale. And with 90% coming across the counter, it's a lot more affordable for me to put that on sale versus me having to buy pure rounds from the wholesaler.
So what you're saying is a lot of people are selling 90% to you right now.
Yes, that is correct.
So when they're selling it to you, I mean, if you're selling it $1 back of spot, you have to be paying even less than that to buy it. So what is that spread there? What are you paying for it if someone were to walk through the door with it right now? And are you buying a lot of it?
I'm buying just as much as I'm selling, and I'm buying it $1 back of what I'm selling it for.
Okay, so you're selling it for $1 back, which means you're buying it for $2 back. Man,
I'm
sorry.
paying 19 and I'm selling for 20 times face.
Right. Okay. And just so you guys know, today is December 27th. Spot price is around 29.50. Is that what it is right now?
Correct.
Yeah, yeah. So you're selling $1 back per ounce on 90%. That's pretty incredible, but it blows my mind. And what I'm trying to get out of you, Keith, is why does nobody seem to care about 90% anymore? Why are the people bringing it to you and selling it? Like what is it about 90% they don't like anymore?
I don't think it's necessarily 90%. It's what they are able to get a hold of, maybe through coin roll hunts or just find it in their change. They can get a hold of that for little to nothing. So when they sell it, they actually feel good about making money when they sell it. Versus if you was to sell a silver round right now that you bought a few months ago, you're going to lose a couple bucks an ounce.
Right.
They're not going to lose money this way.
Okay, so what about the people that did buy 90% back in 2023 when the premiums were, as high as I had just talked about? What do they do?
I have no idea on that because honestly, they're going to lose money. The problem goes all the way back to what I've been saying earlier in the video. Inflation is getting a hold of people. Everything is expensive, and people need to access money somehow, some way, even if they have to lose a little money to do it, which hopefully they don't.
Okay, so not just people finding it in pocket change and coin roll hunting, because let's be honest, that's a very insignificant amount of the 90% out there. So what you're saying is like a lot of people right now, they're hurting for money, and so they're selling it and they're having to sell it. And is that creating like an overabundance of inventory for shops like yours?
Yes, it is. It's way overabundance of shops like ours.
Gotcha. So what you're having to do then is discount it and have sales and sell it back of melt just to be able to move it as fast as it's coming through the door. Is that right?
That is correct.
Gotcha. So how long does this sale go? And guys, by the way, I'm not being sponsored by this coin shop. I just happened to notice the sale and I thought I would talk to them about it. So how long is this sale going on? Is it just one day? And do you expect to move all of your inventory?
I expect to move almost all of my 90%. It is ending at the end of the year, which for us is Saturday.
Gotcha. So you want to get rid of it before the end of the year books are done. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, our shop isn't open on Monday, Tuesday, so our end of the year is this Saturday.
That makes sense. Now, going in the next year, and I know you're busy, so I won't keep you on much longer. Going into next year, are you expecting the premiums to stay low? Do you expect a rise in demand, going into the new administration? Is that going to change things? I mean, I'm not asking you to predict spot price. Just what is the feeling that you're getting from the customers coming through your store? Are they excited about silver next year or no?
They are excited about silver next year. Everybody that comes in is hoping and thinking that the premiums are going to stay down.
I will get you off the phone here really quick, Keith, but I would ask, that going into next year, are you expecting there to be just as much demand as there is now, or is the demand for silver also going to be lower in next year?
Going into the new year, I think if these premiums stay down, I think the demand will increase because, let's put it out there. When there's higher premiums, it creates more excitement. Therefore, more people want it. And when the premiums are low, everybody's worried about the silver going down. I do think the premiums are going to stay low first part of the year. And if they go up, I think there'll be more excitement. But if they stay down, I think we're going to wane a little bit on that excitement.
So you say people get excited about silver when it's going up. Is that why so many people were paying $14 an ounce over spot for 90% a year and a half ago?
Well, I guess you could say it's FOMO. People are fear of missing out.
Yeah.
They want to get it before it goes too high. Except the problem is when you chase silver going up, it always comes back down, so you lose out. So my recommendation, and I'm just a guy, no financial analyst here, I recommend to buy silver on the way down, and therefore it's going to go up eventually.
Fair enough.
That's just how I do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, guys, this is not financial advice. He's not a financial advisor, but it's a very good point. It's better to buy it when no one's talking about it than buy it when everyone's talking about it, right?
Correct.
Gotcha. All right, Keith. Well, thanks for joining us. Guys, he does have a coin shop, as I said, in Muskegon, Michigan. He also has a YouTube channel. I'll put a link for that down below. Thank you again. So it appears, based on our conversation with Keith, that not only is the demand for 90% low, but so many people are selling it right now that they have to actually have sales on it just to move the product. So you can definitely see where, unlike a year and a half ago, if you believe that 90% silver is good to have in your stack, today's a really good day to do it because you can get it for back of melt. That said, don't expect to turn around and sell it for anything decent anytime soon. Will the demand come back for it in the future? Very well could, but probably not next month or in even the next few. Maybe in 2026, who knows, or something else changes. But either way, that's what we had for you today. I would love to know your thoughts, though. So do me a favor, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Like I said earlier, we're almost at 200,000 subscribers. I'd love for you to be one of them. And check out our awesome Christmas silver giveaway. I'll put a link for that in the description as well. You guys are awesome. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.